Black Hawk Down, the 2001 Ridley Scott film. I watched this again last night and it's been a good 10 years or so since I last watched it. What did you think of it? Because personally, I really, really liked it. I enjoyed it when I first watched it in the cinema. I've watched it tons of times since and I've enjoyed it every single time. And I enjoyed it again yesterday. Now, one of the things about this film is the amount of stars it has in it and the amount of people who weren't established at the time who you've then subsequently gone on to recognize and know. Give you an example. Nicolas Coster-Waldau, the person in the screen above, I'm sure you recognize him. That's Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. Didn't realize he was in it. You've got a young Orlando Bloom to the right-hand side. He was in it. Obviously, he was Blackburn. I think he fell off one of the Hawks. Tom Hardy was in it, and again, at the time, I didn't realize it was him. It may have been one of his first ever roles. It may have even been his first role. I'm not sure, but yeah, Tom Hardy was in it. A bit of a Harry Potter reunion as well. So you've got George Harris, who was Kingsley Shacklebolt in the Harry Potter films. He's in it. And Jason Isaacs is in it, who you may recognise as Lucius Malfoy, minus the long blonde hair. Ewan Bredner was in it, and you may remember him from Trainspotting. And the reason I'm highlighting him, because I mentioned a Harry Potter reunion, you've got a Trainspotting reunion, because along with him, you've got Ewan McGregor. I know I've used this picture before, but on the left-hand side. I mean, I could go on and on, but if I just focus back to the film, brilliant film, in my opinion. It's actually one of my favourite war films, and I know there's going to be some people out there thinking, what? You got films like Platoon, you've got films like Apocalypse Now, and others. And don't get me wrong, I love those films as well, but I really liked Black Hawk Down. I'm curious to see what people think of it. When's the last time you saw it? Is there anybody else that you recognise that I haven't mentioned? I also want to read the book because I'm quite curious to know how accurate is it. You know, when some of the little things, like at the end when they had to run, they had to follow the Humvees out of the conflict zone into the safe zone. Did that really happen? I'm quite curious to find out. I think I'm going to do a little bit of research. But yeah, I watched Black Hawk Down yesterday. Good film, and if you haven't seen it, I think you should check it out and let me know what you think.